Welcome to our Business Miracles weekly training roundtable in service to highly sensitive leadership for entrepreneurs and leaders alike. We are here together today to focus on a very important topic at this very important time. That topic is how to intentionally use tension to continue to create and prosper. I'll say that again. It will also be added into the chat for you. How to intentionally use tension to continue to create and prosper. I am Heather Dominick, creator of businessmiracles.com and the highly sensitive leadership training programs. We are going to start this week's training roundtable with just a little bit of chair stretching. So I'm going to invite you to put down anything that might be in your hands and just kind of scoot your chair back a little bit as needed, where needed, to give yourself a little bit of extra room. And then together, let's just take our hands, let them rest gently at your side. And then together, let's scoop the arms up and over the head, just gently. And then let the hands float down easily through the center. And then together again, allowing the arms to just gently float up, passing through the power pose of victory, allowing the hands to just gently move and pass through the center. And then one more time for the power of 3, allowing the arms to just gently float up, passing through that power pose, and hands to just gently float through the center. Then allowing the hands to come together in a prayer position, based right at the heart. And even perhaps let's take a moment and let's actually place our hands on the heart. And together, let's close our eyes, taking a moment to feel the heart beating beneath the palm of your hand, and remembering, as we do here in the Highly Sensitive Leadership Training Program, the simple movement, the simple motion of placing hand to heart will calm the nervous system. Taking a moment just to allow for the effects of that now. And with eyes closed and hands still on heart, together let's take in an intentional breath. Strong, steady breath in and let it out. Together again, strong, steady breath in and let it out. And one more time, power of 3, strong, steady breath in and let it out. Now bringing the hands into a prayer position, located right in front of the heart, allowing eyes to just gently come back on open. Taking that prayer position and just allowing the hands to float out in front of the chest at about like 6 to 8 inches, floating, hovering just above the heart or near the heart. Again, 6 to 8 inches from the chest. Now take a moment and intentionally press your hands together as hard as you possibly can, really feeling that strength, just pushing from right side to left side and from left side to right side. See if you can allow yourself to just really feel into that pressure, really feeling into that tension. See if you can start to notice where the tension is residing in other parts of the body as a result of the 2 hands pressing together. Maybe in your shoulders, maybe in your arms. Maybe you're feeling like, oh, I want to stop this. And see if you can just allow yourself to stay with it. Continue to press in through that prayer position, right to left and left to right. And then just very slowly release the tension. So much so that the prayer position separates. See if you can allow yourself to now really notice and feel into the energy that's resonating between your 2 palms. And then allow your hands to just slowly drift further apart together, and then slowly drift back close together, and then apart and together. Feeling that energy pulsating between your palms. almost as if it is a living, breathing, moving organism. Then bring the hands back together into prayer position. And one more time, just press in as strong as you possibly can, right to left and left to right, feeling the palms of the hands just pushing against each other, feeling that pressure, feeling that tension, starting to notice where the tension travels in other parts of the body. And then again, allowing the palms to separate. And now take notice. What happens to the tension? How does it shift? How does it transform? Feeling that energy pulsating between the palms. And now taking a moment to intentionally direct the energy. You can intentionally direct the energy by cupping your hands together and literally bringing that energy into your heart. See if you can allow yourself to feel that energy that's been pulsating between the palms, slowly moving into the heart. Bringing hands hovering above heart, eyes closed if this is helpful and supportive for you. And take a moment to feel now the energy pulsating between the heart and the palms of the hand. Just taking note of what you feel. No right, no wrong, no judgment, just your experience. Together, let's take in an intentional breath in and let it out. Allowing those hands, those palms to continue to hover right over the heart. And then slowly allow your palms to drift down from the heart, face up into your lap, and just take note of where your energy is now. What perhaps feels different than just a few moments ago. Is there an opening? Is there a lightness? Is there a part where your body is still holding tension? What is different and what is the same? Breath in and let it out. Beautiful. Taking a moment to just pick up pen or pencil or keyboard if needed and write down for yourself, what did you just experience there? Again, same, different, shift, change. No right, no wrong, just observation. And then just start to wrap up if you're still writing and reflecting. And together again, let's take a breath in and let it out. Beautiful. Once again, welcome. Welcome to our weekly training roundtable as part of your highly sensitive leadership training program. And welcome to our newest member from Germany. Yay! We are so thrilled that you are with us and everything that is about to transpire for you as a highly sensitive entrepreneur and leader. Our topic for today's weekly training roundtable is how to intentionally use tension to continue to create and prosper. Let's start by diving into the definitions. What is it that we actually mean when we are discussing intentional? The definition of intentional is done on purpose, deliberate. Done on purpose, deliberate. And the definition of tension, mental or emotional strain. Tension, mental or emotional strain. So these two definitions almost seem counterintuitive. Intentional, done on purpose, tension, mental or emotional strain. Most highly sensitives will use the majority of their life force energy for the majority of their life to do whatever they can to avoid tension. They will avoid activities. They will avoid relationships. They will avoid opportunities, anything and everything to protect themselves from even the possibility of overwhelm. Yet for those of us here in the Business Miracles community, you have chosen a path of empowerment as a person who is highly sensitive. You have chosen a path of empowerment through entrepreneurship, through leadership. In service to self-empowerment, we flip the switch on avoidance. We flip the switch on overprotection. And the way that we do that, particularly now, in this time where there is so much tension coursing through the world, coursing through countries, coursing through governments, coursing through relationships and dynamics, we choose to lean in where most highly sensitives will lean out. Rather than avoiding the tension, we choose intentional use of the tension, recognizing that tension is a call for transformation versus destruction. And I'm going to ask you to write that down. That tension is a call for transformation versus destruction when it's worked with consciously. And let's write that down too. When worked with consciously. If you go back to the experience of having your hands together in prayer position, pushing against each other, that tension cannot sustain, yet it can be transformed into something else, a heating up, a generating of energy that then becomes malleable, usable, able to be intentionally directed, as we experienced when we brought it into our heart. For those of you who are currently working with a 4Q intuitive plan, you know that we entered into this period between June and October with the entire focus of how to stay balanced through intentional use of the tension. If you're not yet working with a 4Q intuitive plan, no worries. Again, tension is all around us right now. If you're working with your 4Q intuitive plan, you're using your 4Qs to keep you focused through the tension intentionally. If you're not working with a 4Q intuitive plan, you can still have this focus front and center for yourself over the next 30 to 90 days, specifically with the focus for each and every one of us of 4 key steps to support with intentionally using the tension. Step 1 is surrender to the process. That means accept that there is tension. It is the flip of the switch on avoidance. Step 2, keep an optimistic attitude using the tools, the trainings, the teachings, the community here to be willing to be highly sensitive pioneers, asking inquiry questions such as, how might this be happening for me? The automatic avoidance reaction to tension is, this is happening to me. This sucks. I hate this. Why me? What did I do to deserve this? And what can I do to get away from this as quickly as possible? Keeping an optimistic attitude is, how is this happening for me? Where am I being led? What am I being asked to change and transform that I would never change or transform if I wasn't experiencing this tension? I would just ignorantly go along, continuing as I always have been. Step 3, stay connected to your heart using the tools, 4Q intuitive plan, auto writing as found in your orientation trainings, order form to the universe, consistently showing up, asking, show me, show me, show me. Step 4, practice enjoying life, NMW. No matter what, can there be joy in the midst of the tension? Can you use the tension to create what is a good life for you? Can you grow beyond the limiting belief that everything has to be just so, meaning no tension, in order for you to experience joy? Or can you be your own self-empowered cheerleader, your own self-empowered creator, by surrendering to the process, keeping an optimistic attitude, staying connected to your heart, and practicing enjoying life no matter what? Intentional use of the tension, done on purpose, mental or emotional strain, will give you a strength, a power that will be available to you for your entire life, no matter what is happening around you.